Hello in sunshine, I'm the Rainbow Beat. Welcome to my imagination. You're about to embark on an adventure that was created in the Waterloo region in Ontario, Canada, which is on the traditional territory of the Attawandaron, the Anishinaabe, and Haudenosaunee people. This territory was the inspiration for this story, and I'm grateful to be connected to it and exist on it. This musical adventure story was written for children all around the world to enjoy what the people they love most. I present to you, with all my love, the Enchanted Forest and the Star of Evermore. Once upon a time, there lived an 11-year-old boy named Aidan and his 9-year-old sister Abigail, who also goes by the name Abby. These children fell fast asleep in their beds one night, and then, without any evident reason, they disappeared from their beds and magically found themselves waking up on a patch of ivy inside an enchanted forest.
Huh? Where in the world am I? Is anyone there? Anybody?
Aidan, is that you?
Oh my goodness, Abby. Does something feel very strange to you?
What are we lying on?
I know, it feels like some sort of plant.
And a lot of it.
I can't see a thing. Wait a second. Are we inside of a forest right now?
It feels like it. Maybe it's a forest down the street from our house.
Honestly, I don't think it is. If it was, we'd hear the traffic from the city nearby. How far away are you from me? I can hear your voice, but I can only see the darkness.
Didn't you bring a flashlight?
We both woke up in here. I didn't plan this, you do know that, right?
Yeah. Oh wait, I hear water.
And if there's water, you may be able to see moonlight because of the break in the trees.
I think it's coming from down to my right. Can you hear it to your right too?
I do. Let's hold hands and see if we can walk towards it.
And try not to fall, of course.
Immediately upon approaching the water, they could hear the rapids as well as the nighttime creatures. Once they reached the water, they were able to see one another. As well, they could also see their surroundings a bit better. Upon Aidan reaching for the water to put his hand in, the children heard rustling in the bushes behind them. It was the chipmunk family making its way to the ancient sunwheel on the other side of the forest.
Aidan, I can hear rustling from the bushes behind us.
Okay, don't move. Hold on to this stick just in case.
I think it's safe. There seems to be some humans here, but they don't seem to be dangerous.
Aidan, I think the chipmunk speaks English.
Try and say something to it.
Hello, my name is Abby. Can you help us?
Hello, I'm Chippy Chipperoo. Pleasure to meet you. I knew you two were safe to approach. I just had that feeling.
Hello, I'm Aidan. Me and my sister just randomly woke up inside this forest. Would you be able to tell me exactly where we are?
You're inside the Enchanted Forest.
Is the Enchanted Forest inside Canada?
I have no idea what a Canada is, but I can tell you that the forest is magical. And me and my family are headed to the great ancient sunwheel that's on the other side of the forest. And I must say, I'm sorry for not introducing my family to you. This is my wife Chipola, my daughter Chipina, and my son Chipster.
Pleasure to meet you, chipmunk family.
We're the Chipperoo family.
You're welcome to come with us if you like. My name is Chipina.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm a bit hungry.
Me too.
So we may want to actually find something to eat and then focus on getting out of this forest. Would you know if there's an entrance or exit to this forest?
No problem. If you follow the water down that way, you'll stumble upon hundreds of berry bushes. As for an exit and entrance, there isn't any that I know of. Once you're in the Enchanted Forest, I'm not sure if you can leave. If you find Merlin, a retired wizard, or Luna, they might be able to help you.
How do we find them?
You can't find them. They have to find you.
Do they know we're here?
The forest is magic. The forest knows you're here.
So if we start walking through the forest will show us where we need to go?
Yep, you got it. If all else fails, follow Polaris in the sky. It's the North Star that shines the brightest. It will lead you to the great ancient sunwheel where something magical is going to happen.
Alright, well, I guess we'll let you make your way to the Great Sunwheel. And we're going to first go look for some berries. And then I guess we might as well make our way there.
The children and the Chipperoo family parted ways, and the children headed the opposite way in search of the berries that the Chipperoo family had told them about. As they trailed along the water, they began hearing more noises such as owl hoots, crickets chirping, toads belching, many different creatures of the forest. After about 15 minutes of walking, the children found the berry bushes where wild raspberry, wild blueberry, and wild mulberries grew. The children gobbled up the berries, and without realizing, they began following the berry bushes deeper and deeper, until they were surrounded by berry bushes, and the foliage created a maze that the children would have to navigate through to exit the overwhelming bushes. At this moment, it was the break of dawn, and the sun's light began trickling through the night sky. Right in front of them was the tallest cedar tree that the children had ever seen before. It was Gilgamesh, king of the cedar trees, in the southern valley of the forest where over 200,000 cedar trees live.
Oh, my belly's aching a bit after eating so many berries.
Thank goodness mine isn't. I wonder which way we should go from here.
Maybe we should go up or down, or perhaps even upside down.
Abby, something's talking to us.
I think it's a tree.
The trees can talk?
Can't you do that somewhere else?
Hello, tree. My name is Abigail. How are you?
Hello, Abigail. I'm Gilgamesh. I'm king of the cedar trees. I can see, feel, and smell that there was 1 or 2 berries that your friend shouldn't have eaten.
Hi, Gilgamesh. Nice to meet you. I'm Aidan, and I'm so confused.
Now, why are you confused?
Well, first off, we went to sleep in our bed in our home, and then we randomly woke up inside this enchanted forest, and apparently we're stuck here forever.
What you don't know or understand will make sense as time passes. You don't even know who you are yet.
What do you mean? I'm Abby. He's Aidan. We know who we are.
Yeah, I know that, but you don't yet understand why the forest brought you here. And what purpose you serve here in the Enchanted Forest. You're inside a magical forest.
So, there's a magical reason why we're here?
Magical beyond your mind's imagination.
So can you tell us where we have to go next?
I can, but first I have a gift for you.
What is it?
It's a powerful cedar oil that you can use to heal yourselves by breathing it in, or rubbing it on your skin, or perhaps even use it to train with the beings in the forest. So many good things you can do with it.
Thanks so much for this, Gilgamesh.
Yeah, thanks.
I think it might be time for you both to find some cover or shelter. A storm is approaching.
Do you know which way is the best way to go?
Take that route over there. It will lead you towards Longwood Forest. There, you should be able to find some fairies who can help you along your journey. But be careful. Keep an eye out for the mudslides. They're wild and crazy and slippery too.
Bye, Gilgamesh.
Bye.
Oh, love you kids. Be safe.
The children set off towards Longwood Forest.
Abby, I think we're about to experience an early morning shower.
I'm concerned that it's more than just a shower. The wind just starting to feel strong.
Just then, right above the children, the storm began, and moments after, a monsoon of rain followed. The children ran in desperation for cover. Even though the morning light was in the sky, the rain was coming down so powerfully that they couldn't see more than a couple meters ahead of them.
Abby, don't lose me.
I'm holding on to the back part of your sweater.
We gotta keep moving. The rain keeps getting stronger.
I know, just keep an eye out.
The children both slid to the ground and began sliding downwards. They had reached the mighty mudslides. The children then came to a stop in the middle groove of the mudslide where a small patch of greenery was thriving, and they landed on top of a supersized puffball mushroom that was surrounded by a patch of Amanita muscaria mushrooms. Underneath the mushrooms was a leaf. Upon that leaf, there exists the shrinking forest. The shrinking forest, upon shrinking to a certain point, is supposed to reset to a large shrinking forest, which then shrinks, resets, and repeats over and over again. However, due to the imminent problem that the forest is experiencing, the forest keeps getting smaller and smaller. The children, given that they landed where they did, were about to embark on the wildest experience of their lives. They began shrinking to the size of an ant.
Abby, are you alright?
Yeah, how about you?
I'm sore on my back and my knees.
Well, now that I'm moving around, I'm feeling sore on my ribs. I think I rolled over a big rock while sliding down this ridiculous hill.
Gilgamesh wasn't kidding when he warned us of this place.
I wonder if we rub some of the cedar oil on our pain, if it would help the pain go away.
We might as well try it. I think you've got it.
Yep, I do.
Thanks.
Aidan, something very strange is happening.
Oh no! I think we're shrinking!
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
Why is this happening to us?
Is it the oil?
I don't think so. The strange feeling happened before I rubbed it on.
As the children were shrinking, out from the treetops emerged an elf named Valentone, who had the ability to shrink himself down to any size, and since he didn't want to startle the children, he too shrunk himself down to the size of an ant.
Don't panic. Everything's gonna be okay.
Who is that?
I'm up here. The trees above you. I'm Valentone, the last of the hematite elves. Let me shrink myself down to your level.
What in the world is going on?
Who are you? What's going to happen to us?
Well, in a few moments, you're gonna find out.
The children shrunk down to the size of an ant, and behind them was the leaf which inhabited the shrinking forest. And there was a golden crystal gate to the entrance of the forest that was guarded by two snails called the Snails of Symmetry. To enter the forest, the children must answer the riddle correctly provided by the Snails of Symmetry.
Oh my goodness, Aidan, turn around.
What in the world of Bubaloos is that?
That's a new one. Bubaloos?
Those are the Snails of Symmetry. They're harmless, unless you try to break past them.
What happens if you tried to pass them?
They turn into super fast ninja snails.
Well then, let's not try to shake them up.
But isn't through those gates the place you need to be?
What's that supposed to mean?
I think it means we have to mingle with the snails.
Yep, you're gonna need to approach those snails and ask them for the riddle to enter the shrinky forest.
But why do we need to go inside the shrinking forest? I don't want more danger.
I think you're looking for Merlin and Luna.
Yes? Is that where they are?
Yes, indeed. Go ask them for the riddle.
I should go.
No, it's okay. I'd like to go.
No.
Why don't we both go?
Yeah, that's a good idea. We're a team. Come on, let's go.
Who approaches? Yeah, who approaches?
My name is Aidan.
And I'm Abigail.
Why do you want to pass? Why do you want to pass?
Hey, Abby. They repeat one another.
I know, don't say anything about it. We want to pass because Merlin awaits us.
Very well. Are you ready for your riddle? We need to know. Are you ready for your riddle?
Yes, we are.
What does it take to be like you? How can we be like you?
Okay, just give us a few moments.
Guys, come here. If you want some help, all I ask is that you trade me some of that cedar oil I saw you using for some of my homemade lavender oil. which you can use for insect bites and tummy aches.
Sure, Valentine. We would have traded with you even if you didn't offer your help.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
I thought it was going to be some sort of riddle.
Well, anything goes with these dudes. Do you need some help?
We need all the help we can get. It seems as though they want to know how they can be like us.
Yeah. Run like us, walk like us, and stuff.
That's the trickery to the riddle.
What do you mean?
I mean, the answer is never what it seems it should be.
Alright, well, let's look at the question.
They basically want to know how they can be like you and me.
Well, I can show them how by running and walking and jumping. It's easy.
Remember, they aren't human.
But they're magical.
How?
When they get angry, they go super fast and become ninjas.
Oh my, that's it.
The magic.
They can use their magic to be like you?
That's got to be the only logical answer.
Alright, Valentine. If this works, we may not see you again. So here's some cedar oil for you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Valentine, for all your help. I hope we'll see one another again someday.
Me too. May I have a hug goodbye?
Of course.
Definitely. Okay, Abby, let's give this a try.
You got it.
Excuse me, Snails of Symmetry. We have your answer.
Please share your answer. Yes, please do share your answer.
You asked us how you could be like us, so since you possess magic...
The answer is, use your magic to be like us.
Just then, a large wind passed through them and began morphing into a cyclonic-shaped wind. Then the Snails of Symmetry both turned into human-looking versions of snails and doing very odd and unique dance moves.
You are correct. Our magic is powerful, and it is how we can be like you. You are correct. Now you know how we can be like you.
Look, Aidan, the gate is opening.
It is!
Look to the sky, find Thunderbird, and follow it. In the sky is the only place you can find Thunderbird. Follow it.
Okay, we will. I think Thunderbird will end up leading us to Merlin.
I get that feeling too.
The children walked past the snails and through the gates into the shrinking forest. Upon walking into the shrinking forest, the children were graced by the natural beauty of the forest. In the far sky, they can see a very large bird flying around. It was Thunderbird, so they began walking in that direction.
I'm gonna just say, this is by far the craziest adventure I've ever been on. We're the size of ants, Abby. Ants!
I know. Now we're gonna meet the great Merlin, who I thought was just part of people's imagination and folklore.
Well, let's just think positive and follow Thunderbird.
The children continued to follow Thunderbird in the sky and had been walking for nearly a couple hours when they realized that they were walking into a rainbow-like aura field. Just then, Luna appeared with a glowing light.
What in the world is this? Are we inside a rainbow?
Aidan, I think a unicorn is about to approach us.
Hello, chosen ones. How do you flow?
Hello, I'm Abigail. Are you Luna?
Do you think I'm Luna?
For some reason, I know you're Luna.
Well, I've come to bring you to our home.
You live with someone?
Someone you're looking for.
Merlin!
Come, follow me into the sky. As you walk forward, you'll begin floating with me.
The children and Luna floated upwards into the sky and floated forward into the rainbow energy field. They were making their way to the other side of the shrinking forest where Luna and Merlin live. Luna and Merlin live inside a repurposed bus that found its way inside of the shrinking forest years back when Merlin was time traveling. Merlin was cooking smells. He can't eat any food until the forest resets itself and has to get by on water and cooking different kinds of delicious smells.
Come inside, children. Looks like Merlin is cooking something. I found them.
Oh, the chosen ones?
Yes, they're here with me.
Well, hello there, little friends. I'm Merlin, the retired wizard.
Hello, Merlin. I'm...
Yes, I know. Abigail and Aidan.
How do you know our names?
Well, you might not want to know.
What do you mean?
To be honest, about 200 years ago, I did a spell that told me that two red-haired children named Aidan and Abigail were going to appear to help me one day. And it looks like my 200-year wait is over.
So you're the reason we're here?
Well, it all depends on how you look at it. The forest needs you two.
Everyone keeps suggesting that.
It's because the forest has chosen the both of you.
To do what?
To save the enchanted forest, of course.
How can we possibly save the forest?
By believing in yourselves and allowing the forest magic into your hearts.
Is anyone ready for a nap?
Oh yeah, kids. Merlin goes for 10 naps a day.
It's what keeps me fit and looking young. Like I'm only 450 years old.
Well, I'm actually a bit hungry.
Would you happen to have any light snacks?
I have room temperature water, cold water, and a box of smells.
Sorry, children, that's all we have because of the forest's weakness right now.
Is Merlin sleeping standing up?
Let me bring him to bed.
Wow, Aidan, this is a quite crazy story we're in the middle of.
I know. Sometimes I feel as though it's a dream, but then I realize that this is real.
Merlin should be down for about 45 minutes.
Is that how long he naps for?
About that long. And every time he wakes up, he's full of energy. And sometimes runs around for a bit or jumps up and down.
So Luna, you can fly into different dimensions?
And do you have superpowers?
I'm capable of many things. I'm very grateful I can do what I do. I'm the last of my kind in the Enchanted Forest, but there are many others like me living in other dimensions.
How do you get to the other dimensions?
With the alicorn at the top of my head, it's magical. Throughout time, many negative forces have tried to wipe out all unicorns just to gain the power within our alicorn.
I had no idea that it was called an alicorn.
The same magic that exists within my alicorn is the same kind of magic that you have to let into your hearts. You can do this by acknowledging that you're the chosen ones and by allowing the forest to guide you. You can use the sofa to sleep on. I can get you some water. And if you like, you can also use Merlin's box of smells.
What in the world is a box of smells?
He created a box of different food smells, which he smells before drinking lots of water.
So if he wants to eat a banana, he smells a banana potion and then drinks water to trick his brain?
Pretty much.
What kind of smells does he have?
Let's take a look. He has corn, mangoes, coconut, mint, lemon, raspberry, chocolate cheese, and rainbow fantastic.
Okay, so I'll give chocolate cheese a try.
Can I have a whiff too?
Of course, he's got plenty to share. Go ahead and pick your smell.
It actually smells like chocolate and cheese. This is so cool.
Rainbow Fantastic is my new favorite smell. It smells like every fruit mixed together.
Alright friends, I'm gonna go outside for a while. I sleep on the roof. I usually stargaze for a bit before I go to sleep.
I'm going to rest on the couch.
Me too.
Happy moon, my friends.
Everyone was now asleep, and soon the early morning light began trickling in through the night sky.
Oh, I almost forgot you kids were here.
Good morning, Merlin.
I'm so tired.
Today's the day you two head out. I want you to know something. You both are glowing.
What do you mean, Merlin?
You both have a magic that people can't see. It's invisible. Well, unless your name is Merlin.
Well, when I see my magic, I intend to use it to do good.
I know you will. Guys, you need to get to the ancient sun wheel before the total eclipse happens.
We know.
That means you and Luna have got to be on your way now. And I don't want you two to fear anything in the forest. We're all here to help you. Sure, some could be grumpy and some might try to steal your food, but some of us are struggling. There's too much negativity on Earth, and it's up to you two to change things.
We can remove all negativity? How?
You'll never be able to remove all negativity, but you'll be able to restore the magic of the forest so it can once again continue to filter out the negative energies and put out positive energies. Plus, once the shrinking forest goes back to regular shrinking size, I can finally leave this forest and go on a real vacation into a waterfall.
You vacation in waterfalls?
Dude, it's the freshest and most coolest place to go. When you're older, come find me and we'll go waterfall hopping together.
Sounds like a plan.
When you guys get to Nanook, let him know that he still owes me a dark chocolate pretzel. He borrowed one from me years back and forgot to give one back to me.
Oh, Merle, you're too much.
Have you tried one? They're gluten-free. They're the perfect snack. I haven't had one in 23 years, man.
Merlin, you are awesome. I hope we can hang out for a longer period of time next time we meet.
Aidan, you're a cool cat. I hope so too.
All right, kids, let's head out.
Bye, Merlin. Thanks for sharing your smells with us.
My pleasure. I hope someday the world can smell all my smells. Bye, guys. Be safe. I love you. I miss you. Oh, and Luna, take good care of them, okay?
You got it, bro.
Luna and the children head off towards a rainbow. Upon approaching it, both Luna and the kids float up the rainbow, and they head out into a starry space, and they beam in ultra speed towards a pink light, which looks small but slowly grows in size by the second as they near it. The light that they see is the entrance to a part of the enchanted forest called the Giving Grove, where there exists the Giving Tree. The Giving Tree is a tree that gives you what you need, not what you want. The children and Luna slowly float towards the ground as they appear in the valley of the Giving Grove.
What is this place?
We're no longer inside the shrinking forest. We're inside the enchanted forest now. This is where you'll find the Giving Tree.
How does it know what we need?
Just like I have a magical alcorn, the Giving Tree uses its magical roots and heart to feel what you need.
I think I need to go home. Will the tree be able to get me back home?
Unfortunately, Aidan, your journey must be completed for you and your sister to return home.
We have to do the whole journey? I thought maybe this would be the end of it.
Aidan, we have a magical part to play in saving the entire forest.
Yeah, I know. I'm just grumpy, I guess.
That's why I'm glad we're here. I'm sure what the tree gives you will help improve your mood.
I sure hope so.
I do have to mention one thing. When the tree starts growing what you need, some pesky trolls may approach us.
Can't you protect us?
For some reason, when I'm close to the Giving Tree, my magic doesn't always work that well.
Are they dangerous?
Not really, just very aggressive. They start giggling when they want what you have, and then they try to take what belongs to you. But I'll still do my best to help as much as I can. Who'd like to go first?
Aidan can go first.
Thanks, Abby. What do I do again?
Just place your hands upon the trunk of the tree, give it a little shake, and then think of something that you're very grateful for.
Oh my goodness. Mangoes are actually growing from the tree? This is awesome! Make sure you take some, Luna, for you and Merlin.
Thanks so much, Aidan. Merlin will be so happy.
Once we grab all of the mangoes, will it be my turn?
Sure, you can actually go ahead now. Aidan's just about done picking all the mangoes.
Oh, magical Giving Tree, I send you my love and gratitude for helping us. guys. It's a map of some sort.
With some sort of weird design on it.
And these metal rods on the ends?
That's iron pyrite. You can strike those against rocks to get a spark, which can help you start a fire. You'll definitely be able to use the map to help you navigate through the forest and find Nanu, and quite possibly someone else.
Now we've got to find someone else?
What are those noises?
Those are the sounds I feared. The trolls are here. You need to leave here now.
Luna's alicorn quickly began glowing. Trolls started trying to take the mangoes and map out of the children's hands. Immediately, a rainbow poured out of Luna's alicorn and it stunned the trolls.
Children, run like the wind. I have to stay here.
But Luna, we need you.
The forest needs you to run now. We'll meet again, I promise.
The children began running towards the dense forest. Once they were actually inside the dense forest, they continued to run for a short while, and then they stopped to take a breath.
Whew! I can't run anymore.
We may need to, so don't quit on me now.
Those trolls are crazy. They're so aggressive.
Luna wasn't kidding about those dudes.
Where in the world are we?
Oh, I forgot. I've got a map now.
That's amazing. How that tree gave us what we need.
Food and a map.
And a fire starter.
That'll be helpful. Let's see here. Okay, we just came from here.
And then Luna sent us in that direction.
Which means we're actually at the entrance of Mighty Gorge of Galdrin.
Where the waterfalls flow.
But we've got some traveling ahead of us.
Okay, it's still early. Let's try to cover some ground and walk as far as we can.
And I guess maybe around late afternoon we can start looking for a place to camp for the night.
The children walked through the dense forest, crossing streams and many knockdown trees that were humongous in size. Upon late afternoon, early evening, the children decided that it was time to look for some shelter or some sort of covering to sleep for the night.
My knees are so achy. We'd better start looking for some place to stay for the night.
Yeah, I agree. I don't want your knees to get worse. Hey Abby, maybe there's some shelter on the other side of these rocks. Do you think your knees can handle the climb?
Yeah, I think they can. We've got to give it a try. Let's do this, Aidan.
The children reached the top of the rocky hill and could see that they still had quite a journey ahead of them, so they carefully made their way down the rocks.
Oh my goodness, I can't feel my legs.
Neither can I.
Since it's still daylight, I'm gonna just lie down here on the ground.
Me too.
The children both lay down at the bottom of the rocky hill for about 20 minutes.
If I lay on the ground through the night, I might have a hard time walking tomorrow.
Okay, well, let's build ourselves a little shelter here.
Like something for us to lay down on.
Yeah, and maybe a kitchen too.
Huh?
Just kidding. Okay, well, I'm gonna go look for some mini rocks.
We both should keep our eye out for twigs, fallen branches, leaves, and anything we can use. Aidan, I think I may have found cotton. Look.
I think you're right.
I'm only gonna take what we need. Maybe enough for just our heads to sleep on.
Yeah, and I found a patch of tiny rocks I'd like to use as the base.
What do you have in mind?
I'd like to layer the area we sleep on so we don't regret it in the morning with our backs being sore. If we've got an important role to play in this big story, then let's do it right.
You got it.
Aidan and Abby scouted the area looking for organic objects that they could bring back to their rest site to lie down on.
Oh my gosh.
What?
We don't have a fire yet!
Okay, let me see what's up with these metal rods on the edge of this map.
I have some dry grass I just got from this tree. I hope we can get this lit on time.
Okay, so how do I do this?
I have no idea. Maybe bang them together?
Abby follows Aidan's suggestion and strikes both of the pyrite pieces together. Unfortunately, she doesn't succeed at creating a spark, so she gives it to Aidan to try.
Let me try.
Unfortunately, Aidan's attempt doesn't work out either.
Great. The moon and stars are starting to shine and we have no fire.
Aidan, I'm not feeling very good right now.
What's up?
Well, we're in the middle of this humongous forest, and we have no light or fire, and I'm hearing things.
Okay, Abby. I'm not feeling very good right now either.
What?
Abby, in the bushes, to your left, there are two glowing eyeballs looking at us, and they don't look like the eyes of a mouse.
Children, please don't fear me. I'm your protector. I've been called by the forest to aid you and guide you to the waterfalls. I'm Lido. The forest was worried when you disappeared into the shrinking forest. You both have a very important part to play.
Everyone we've met has told us that.
Because it's true.
Yup, pretty much.
I'll show you the rocks you need to strike the pyrite against.
So the children follow Lido. After following Lido for a few minutes, the children and Lido both arrived in an area where there were many different sized rocks, including the Rockley brothers.
All right, children, there are two kinds of rocks we're looking for, quartz and obsidian.
That sounds like stuff my mom wears with her crystals.
They're healing rocks that can be used for many different things.
Hey, watch where you're stepping!
Oh my, I'm so sorry. Are we walking on top of rocks that can talk?
Just the Rockley brothers, I'm assuming.
Yep, that's us. I'm Lingo. This is my brother Roots, and my other brother Mumbles, who doesn't talk.
Lido, tell these human friends of yours to watch where they step.
Rockley brothers, we're very sorry. Please be a little understanding. These children are the chosen ones.
What kind of rocks are you looking for?
Oh, you'll find chunky ones, sparkly ones, powdery ones, sharp ones, tumbly, musical, healing rocks, lots of them.
Quartz or obsidian?
Could this work?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yes, that'll work. I believe there's both quartz and obsidian inside that rock.
Is there anything you rocks need at the moment?
Actually, if you could scratch my back, that would save me from having to roll down this hill to scratch the itch.
You got it.
Oh yeah, that's the spot.
I'm good. No need to scratch my back.
Look, children. Down there, I see a light.
Where?
What is it?
It's the light vibration, a patch of glowing mushrooms. I highly recommend you collect some.
The children follow Lido to a patch of glowing mushrooms. There, the children carefully pick a few of the mushrooms.
These mushrooms will light up your path to your rest spot, and they'll release spores to help you heal as you sleep.
It's very important that the children only take a few mushrooms. If they take more than they need, it may harm the community of fungus that grows there. Lido leads the children back to the area where they were building their shelter. The children are able to easily see their way back because of the glowing mushrooms they picked.
Children, let's strike those rods I saw on your map onto the rocks we found.
Aidan pulls out the rock. Abby pulls out the iron pirate rods. Abby walks towards the rock with the rods. Lido makes a suggestion.
Try striking the rods downward on the rock. As hard as you can.
Abby winds up her arm, strikes the rock with the rod, and immediately they all see a gigantic spark coming from the strike, and it's just enough to ignite the dry materials. Within minutes, the children start a fire. Now that the fire was lit, Aidan and Abby were able to finish off their resting area by covering the rocks with soft cotton-like leaves, using the cotton Abby found for the pillows, and the children, completely exhausted, were able to fall asleep swiftly.
Rest well, children. Tomorrow's a very long day. I'll stand guard here as you sleep.
Thanks, Lido.
Good night.
The next day, the children and Lido planned to continue their journey to Nanook, who lived in the highest peak of the forest. However, there was a heavy fog that came through the night. A very strange heavy fog. The fog of forgetfulness. This was a fog that was different than all other fogs. It was a fog that made everyone forget what they were doing, and sometimes, in worst cases, it made you forget who you are. The forgetfulness only lasted as long as the fog lasts. In the early morning, just as the sun rises, the fog is very strong. However, by mid-morning, the sun's heat and light help the fog evaporate, and the fog no longer exists. During the night, the fog of forgetfulness hovered over the little fire in the area that the children were resting. As Lido stood guard, she too forgot what she was doing and who the children were, and then ran off into the night, leaving the children resting. When the children woke up in the early morning, they immediately forgot why they were waking up and then went back to sleep. When Lido ran off into the night, she ended up falling asleep inside a hollow log that was covered in turkey tail mushrooms. She then woke up in the morning, and since the fog was no longer present, she realized what happened and raced towards the children as fast as she could. Upon arriving back at the sleeping children, Lido called to them.
Wake up, children, wake up! We've got to get ready, we're behind schedule. We've lost nearly 6 hours of time because of the fog of forgetfulness.
Yeah, it was foggy earlier.
What's the fog of foo-foo?
During the night, the fog of forgetfulness, not foo-foo, came and made us forget everything. Did you forget that you must arrive at the ancient sunwheel at the moment of the total eclipse? It comes once or twice a year. It's very powerful.
I guess my brain's a bit foggy from the fog, you know?
We've got to get a move on. Come on.
Let's go, Aidan. This is important.
All right.
The children and Lido swiftly made their way to Nanook the Bear. On their adventure, they have to walk through a bog, a rocky stream, large mountainous rocks, a swarm of mosquitoes, and a waterfall.
Things are about to get swampy, children. We have to go through this bog.
Like the bog of eternal stench?
Just a regular bog, I guess. Just keep an eye out and follow me. I'll help you cross through it.
The children follow Lito step for step through the bog, and when they clear the bog, they realize that up ahead is a raging stream that they have to cross. The stream is aggressive and is 4 feet high and about 30 feet wide. They see a few logs stuck in the water.
I think we should try to cross that log. It'll keep us from having to swim through the water to get to the other side.
I'll go first.
Abby begins crossing the log. Aidan and Lito follow. The water rushes over the log as they cross it. They have to remain very focused and balanced as they cross the water. The children and Lito reach the other side safely.
Children, I'm looking for something. Have you ever heard of a plant called catnip?
Yeah, that's what cats like, right?
Yes, and it's a plant in the mint family, and it has many healing qualities.
What kinds of healing qualities?
It helps with upset stomach, sleep, and it also helps keep mosquitoes away.
Aw, cool. Why are you asking us about this plant?
Because we need to find some as soon as we can. We're going to need some for the mosquitoes.
Don't tell me. Now we have to go through the mosquitoes?
No way. I hate mosquitoes. Plus, if I get too many, I end up getting sick.
I'm afraid we have to, and that's why we need to find some catnip. I'll track some down using my sense of smell.
Whoa. You can find a plant by using your sense of smell?
Aidan, I think she's concentrating.
I've located some down this way by the water. Come follow me.
The children follow Lito. Eventually they arrive at the catnip plant. Lito shows the children which one it is.
We need to break some of the stems. Rub the liquid on your skin. And you can also chew it and then spit it out and rub it on your body.
I think I'll just stick to breaking the stems.
I highly recommend that you get as much of this plant on your skin as possible.
I'm gonna try some. It actually tastes pleasant.
You're right. I guess catnip is for humans too?
It definitely is.
The children rub as much of the plant on their skin as possible. Once they've done so, Lito guides them back on their path towards a swarm of mosquitoes. There's no escaping the mosquitoes. They must follow this specific path to get to Nanook. As they approach the area in which the mosquitoes breed and live in very high numbers, they decide to make a dash through it.
Children, are you ready?
Yeah.
The best way is to make a run for it. We'll be running for about 5 minutes. Just keep close to me.
Here we go.
The children and Lito make their dash towards the swarm of mosquitoes.
Whew, that was crazy.
I don't even have one bite on me.
The plant worked as I knew it would.
Is it me? Or do you hear singing?
The mermaids of Galdracona.
This forest has mermaids?
The forest is magical.
Why are they called the mermaids of Galdracona? Is Galdracona a person?
About 900 years ago, when the forest needed help, these singing mermaids magically appeared at the waterfall, and the vibrations of their voices helped restore rhythmic balance in the forest.
And they sing all day?
They sing often, and they only sing falsetto.
Like high-pitched voices.
Yes, exactly.
Well, Lito, let's keep going. I want to meet these singing mermaids.
My friends, I must leave you now.
Seriously?
Every friend we meet has to leave us.
I know it may frustrate you, but each of us has an area of the forest that we thrive in.
I'm gonna miss you, Lito. Thank you for protecting us.
And guiding us too. We have never been able to understand the map without you.
I can actually see why the forest called you to be the chosen ones. It's because of your heart, your willpower, your kindness, your love, and your belief in one another.
Will we ever see you again?
I will join you at the Great Sunwheel. You mustn't lose a second, and you mustn't stop for long periods of rest.
Well, Abby, we'd better get a move on.
For now, you have to walk inside the waterfall.
This can't get any stranger.
I must go now. I know you'll be fine. We'll meet again shortly. All right, children, best of luck.
Bye, Lita.
Have a safe walk back.
Goodbye, children.
Just as they're about a couple feet from going underneath the waterfall, they're approached by the falsetto singing mermaids. 4 of them. Their names are
Moonstone, Chrysocolla, Labradorite, and Malachite.
I think this is the center of the waterfall.
It has to be.
Hello, children. We're the mermaids of Galdracona. Please take hold of these magical crystals.
I'm Abby.
I'm Aidan.
I'm receiving a message that you may not have much time to spare right now. Are you in a rush?
We are.
We've got to get to Nanook as soon as we can.
Well, now that each of you is holding the crystal I gave you, your abilities are becoming stronger.
If you both look at each other right now, you will see what Sister Malachite is talking about.
Whoa, I just read your brain.
I think I did the same.
If the crystal starts glowing, hold it near, and you will hear the message from the thundering waterfall.
We'll be able to communicate with you as long as you have your crystal.
I'm sure someday we'll end up needing it.
We will see you again at the ancient Sunwheel.
You must go and always remember who you are. They all wave goodbye and the children make their way back on their path towards Nanook. The children climbed their way to the other side of the waterfall, and after hiking over some large rocks, they found a clear opening to the other side where Nanook's cave was.
Having superpowers is so cool. I feel like I know everything.
Yeah, it would be great if we could still have them when we got back home.
Oh my, that would be so cool. I could help so many people with these powers.
As they took another few steps forward, they were able to see that there was a cave up ahead. So they picked up speed and swiftly walked towards it. The cave was large and had an entrance that was large enough for a bear to fit through. The children approached the entranceway.
Hello? Anyone in there?
He is, but he's sleeping.
Nanook!
Just then, the children heard a noise, and then a big yawn, and then a deep, scratchy voice said,
Come in, children. I've been waiting for you.
Aidan and Abby make their way inside the cave.
Come in, children. I've been waiting for you.
Aidan and Abby make their way inside the cave.
Do you children know why you're here?
Not really.
The reason you needed to see me is because I'm the only one in this dimension who holds the key to the magic portal.
The magic portal?
Yes, which can only be opened by one key, which is in my possession.
How is there only one key? If this key you have were to get lost, would the fourth be in danger?
If I were to lose the key, everything would become extremely difficult. However, I'm sure that if I asked Luna, she'd be able to find it. She could see magical things like this. Abigail, in that golden crystal box, there's the key. You must be the only one who opens the box and takes the key out.
Abby reaches for the box, lifts the lid, and takes the key out.
The key has a chain around it. I suggest you wear it around your neck so you don't lose it.
Nanook then walks over to Aidan.
Aidan, you must travel to find the Fisher King. He lives in a boat in a moat that surrounds his castle. He's stuck on his boat because of his poor health. Other than you two, he's the last human being to arrive in the Enchanted Forest. He has a gift to give to you, Aidan. The crystal spectacles.
Whoa.
Since he's a human being like you, he has human being tendencies. So you must bring him something to help him see who you are.
Is he blind?
No, just extreme pain. And the only thing that will help him is wild lettuce.
What's that going to do?
He suffers from something that has made his entire body swell up. I believe it's called dropsy.
Huh?
If you two bring him wild lettuce, it will help his swelling and his pain stop.
Where are we going to find wild lettuce?
The fairy sisters will be guiding you.
Did you say fairies?
She's obsessed with fairies.
Yes, upon your arrival, I sent out my dragonfly friends to call them. They should be here any minute.
At that moment, Abby realized Nanook was in pain.
Are you alright, Nanu?
My tummy's been aching for days, and I cannot find any fresh lavender.
I actually have some lavender oil. Could that work?
Oh my, that works best. How did you get this? Did you make it?
No, I traded it to an elf for some cedar oil.
Abby then gives the oil to Nanook to help the pain go away.
With immense gratitude. Thank you.
Anytime.
Minutes later, the fairies arrive. The fairies are also known as the Sisters Fairy: Tumbleweed, Moss, and Light. Tumbleweed is as swift as the wind. She's the eldest of the three. She's wise and can control the wind with her fairy energy. Moss is connected to the rocks and trees. She can turn into moss instantly, and she can also help dying plants heal. Light is connected to the sun and is the youngest of the three, but she's also the oldest at heart. She's very generous and very giving, and can bring light to darkness in the blink of an eye.
I have no idea why you two have to argue all the time. Please make up before we call Nanook.
If she wouldn't always eat my crumble.
I didn't eat the crumble. I disappeared.
Sure.
Seriously, I didn't.
Sure. And Mom's an alien.
Guys, come on.
Fine.
Can we?
The fairies call into Nanook's cave. Nanook!
Hello? Sisters!
Nanook!
So happy to see you. These are the chosen ones beside me.
I'm Aidan.
I'm Abby.
Pleasure to meet you, children. I'm Tumbleweed.
I'm Moss. The nighttime is approaching and we have a long way to go.
And I'm Light. Let's give the children a chance to say goodbye.
Nanook, thank you for the key and for your kindness.
I hate goodbyes, especially when the hellos weren't too long ago.
It was an honor meeting you and sharing wisdom with you. Be safe and always stay near the fairies.
We will.
We will.
And thank you again for helping my pain disappear.
Anytime, my special friend.
The children give Nanook a hug goodbye.
We love you, Nanook.
Come follow us, children.
Bye, Nanook.
Take care, Nanook.
Bye.
The fairies start flying out and the children follow.
We're lucky that we get personal direction through this forest. The map is great, but it totally would not have saved us as much as the help we've received.
I agree. I'm actually starting to like the idea of being one of the chosen ones.
Me too. I wish I got a key too, but Nanook hinted that something lies ahead for me.
Because of the lower frequency and vibration of the enchanted forest, the fairies couldn't airlift the children like they had hoped. They decided to take a 5-minute break while Abby and Aidan ate some berries from a nearby bush. The sisters then had a chat.
Girls, considering we can't airlift the children, I'm concerned about our timing. We're way off time. Way off time.
How bad is it?
Pretty bad. If we keep this speed, we'll arrive near the hills of Crimson Dawn much too late in the morning.
We must take action now.
That's what I'm thinking.
Our friends. Some of our friends from the sky.
Are you suggesting we call some of our nighttime friends over here to help us lift the children to the hills of Crimson Dawn?
Yep. If we don't do this, we'll be letting the entire forest down. No way! No way I'm letting that happen. Alright, let's get to this. We have a lot of journeying ahead of us. I'll use my ocarina. Since it's nighttime and it's the best option. Light, can you ask the sun to direct all of our friends by lending a ray of light to where we are?
Light gets into meditation stance to communicate with the sun. Moss pulls out her ocarina. Moss then begins playing the ocarina as Light's communication with the sun begins working, as a ray of light from the setting sun shines upon them so their friends can find them.
What's this song?
It does sound nice. Sounds like a flute instrument.
It's an ocarina. It's a very old instrument that we're using to call some of our friends to help us.
What friends?
Moments later, a swarm of bats, owls, and moths arrive.
It looks like some of our friends are arriving now.
Moss communicated with the flying creatures as they were on their way, so that when they arrived, they didn't really need to ask any questions or need any instructions. They knew exactly what to do.
Abby and Aidan, we've asked the bats, moths, and owls to come and help us airlift you. We have to get you to the hills of Crimson Dawn, where you'll have to find the Fisher King. Our powers aren't as strong as they should be.
I'm good with that.
Okay, so hold on. Mosquitoes and bats are gonna carry us?
Not really mosquitoes. It'll be safe, I promise.
I'd rather walk.
Obviously, we would if we could.
The friends of the fairies flew very fast around the children and started lifting the children up into the sky.
So weird.
But so cool.
All right, everyone, follow my lead.
Everyone follows Tumbleweed as she begins the flight towards the castle of the Fisher King in the hills of Crimson Dawn. Within 30 minutes, they arrived at their destination. Fortunately, because of their tremendous speed, they were now back on track with time.
We're arriving. Let's lower for a landing.
Aw, man. Sometimes I just wish I had a camera to film this. Nobody's gonna believe us.
Yep, I know.
Whoa, that was a soft landing. Thanks so much, all of you.
Thank you, everyone. Fairies, you're coming with us, right?
No, unfortunately you have to use the map from here on in.
I don't understand why you can't come with us.
In the hills of Crimson Dawn, ever since the forest light was weakened, the air quality is very poor. And our wings have a difficult time flying after a short period of time. Perhaps the Fisher King struggles to walk for the same reason. The forest reset will improve life in the forest on all ends.
I think Abby and Aidan have to get a move on. Time is moving faster than they are.
What in the world
does that mean?
Hold on, there's wild lettuce. Where is it? Over there.
Children, before you continue on your journey, please grab some wild lettuce for the Fisher King. Since he's sharing the crystal spectacles, we can reciprocate with the wild lettuce.
The children immediately pick bunches of wild lettuce, and Moss quickly ties them together with roots that she weaves around them.
I'm going to also squeeze them into a bunch and make it into an oil putty for you.
Thank you. I'm sure that will definitely help us. How will we know if we've arrived at the home of the Fisher King?
I'm glad you brought this up now. The Fisher King is an old king, who's the last keeper of the crystal spectacles. His home looks like a castle, but is much smaller. It's actually an illusion.
It's not real?
Well, it is real, but the Enchanted Forest's energy field wouldn't permit him to build a home the size that he wanted. So he used an old sorcerer's spell to make it visually look bigger than it actually is. You won't be able to reach him in his home.
He's been stuck inside of his boat, in a moat, for so long I'm not even sure he'll remember how it looks.
So we have to find his castle, then look for him on a boat in a moat?
And then go grab the coat with the antidote.
What coat?
I'm just playing with rhyming words.
The Fisher King can also be temperamental due to his dropsy pain.
Hey, that's what the wild lettuce can help with.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, children. If you get lost, use your map's compass.
The map just had a drawing of a compass.
No, if you look at it closely, it's a magical compass woven into your map.
Whoa, that is so cool.
I'm noticing that my nose is getting sniffly and my chest is starting to feel tingly.
Oh my goodness! It seems as though the air quality is worsening by the minute. You children must be on your way right this moment.
We're going to miss you.
Goodbye, my new friends.
Goodbye, my loves. Be strong and believe. We'll see you soon, Aidan and Abby. Be well. The force is with you.
Be safe and remember who you are. The children, all on their own now, journey forward to find the Fisher King.
I have a feeling we're almost there. I can feel it.
Really? The map shows this weird sludge-looking line in between the hills.
It's probably just a stain.
A stain on a magical map?
Why? A stain couldn't have landed on there somehow.
Aidan, I'm sinking.
I'm starting to sink too.
Are we standing on quicksand?
I can't move, and I keep sinking deeper.
Same here.
Great. I don't even have anything to grab onto.
Why am I sinking so quickly?
Maybe that's why it's called quicksand.
At that moment, Aidan remembered his father always telling him and Abby, if you're truly kind to dragonflies, they will help you if you call them by humming.
Maybe the dragonflies can help us.
Let's start humming.
Within moments, the nocturnal dragonflies arrive. And they immediately notice that the children are in danger, so they fly to the surrounding trees to wake up the gnomes who live inside the roots of the trees. The gnomes rush to the scene and immediately start grabbing off chunks of the rubber tree and start chewing the rubber to make a gum. The gum that they chew is used to stick branches together to make long sticks to pull the children out.
Why are they staring at us and chewing gum so quickly?
I think they're up to something.
The gnomes take their gum out of their mouths, then they swiftly use the milky goop from a surrounding plant to strengthen the gum and begin attaching some of the branches from the ground together. The gum from this tree is very, very strong, so all the sticks were sticking together perfectly. The gnomes then reached the sticks that they had made towards the children, and Aidan and Abby had reached out their hands and grabbed right hold of those sticks. The root gnomes used their great strength to pull each of the children out of the quicksand safely.
Oh my goodness, thank you guys so much. That was crazy.
And our flying friends up there. I'm so happy to be alive. All I could think about was Atreyu.
Again with the movie references.
In response to Aidan's gratitude, the dragonflies swirl around the children real fast and fly off into the night sky.
You gave us quite a skill. Not too many people come out to these lands.
It's the chosen ones, silly.
We saved 2 lives and get to meet the chosen ones.
I'm Abby.
I'm Aidan. I'm Farley Trufflepot.
I'm Arafina Trinclove. Are you off to find something? The Fisher King.
Oh yeah, that old grump's got those crystal spectacles.
I'd give anything to try them just once. Apparently you can see other dimensions.
Sorry to be a thorn in your side, but we're racing against time, and I'm almost sure we just lost another big chunk of the big stuff.
Fisher King is just on the other side of this hill.
Right on. Thanks.
Thanks, guys. Sending love your way.
Goodbye, then. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Maybe that's what that stain on the map was.
That's exactly what it was.
Now running a bit behind because of the quicksand, the children run to the other side of the hill to see the castle of the Fisher King surrounded by the moat.
Aidan, this is our last stop before we have to head to the ancient sunwheel.
I know. I hope this doesn't take too long because my instincts tell me that we're running out of time.
Aidan and Abby arrive at the entrance bridge where a sign says, Home of King Cornelius Schmindelborg VII.
I guess we've got to look for a boat?
And a boat.
Cornelius, where are you?
I'm out this way. The children follow the voice around to the side of the moat where they can see the Fisher King's boat.
I'm in the boat over here. Hop on board, my new friends of the forest.
I'm Abby.
I'm Aidan.
You can call me the Fisher King and I'll tell you everything you want to know.
Because you fish?
Well, I did fish a long time ago, but no. I'm the last in my family line that has held the crystal spectacles for thousands of years. Now it's time for me to pass them on to a new family.
Me?
Almost. I'm going to give them to you to use. Then you're going to give them to the forest.
How does the forest take the glasses?
They will reside at the ancient sunwheel when you're done with them, and they will be invisible after they're used. Only the conscious and the soul of the forest will know exactly where they are. So kids, do you know what's in store for you when you leave my boat?
Well, we know that we have to open some sort of portal.
And that an eclipse is going to happen.
Sounds like you know some surface stuff. I'll get right down to the nitty-gritty here. I give Aidan the crystal spectacles that'll help him see the keyhole that the rock key that Abby has must go inside. Abby will then turn the rock key at the same time that the moon passes over the middle of the sun. The closer that the moon is to the center of the sun will improve the chances of everything unfolding the way it's supposed to happen. According to where the sun is in the sky, the eclipse will be happening in approximately 82 minutes.
Oh my goodness, I had no idea we were that close to things happening.
If you look up, Abby, you can see that the sun and moon aren't too far apart from one another.
That is why I like to hurry things along. But I can't, because I can't reach that box over there. Can you please get it for me?
This one?
Yes, please. Open it, Aidan. Inside are the crystal spectacles that will help you see and communicate with things in other worlds.
In other dimensions?
Yep.
Fisher King, you are a cool dude.
Mr. Fisher, it seems as though you're falling apart with your help. Every time you speak, it seems as though you're in a great deal of pain.
Yeah, I haven't been in my castle in years. I'm in too much pain to get there, so I live in my boat inside this moat. And many of the nearby creatures share their nuts and seeds with me. However, the flies drive me crazy. They won't leave me alone. They fly around my head all day long.
Do you have a cup I can use?
Yeah, right down there.
Abby squeezes the wild lettuce and juices it into the cup. She then gives it to the Fisher King to drink.
Fisher King, Gilgamesh gave us the cedar oil to rub on your body.
So the Fisher King drinks the wild lettuce juice and then rubs the oil of cedar on his body. And within minutes, he starts smiling and moving his body.
Whoa. Whoa. I'm walking. Whoa. Whoa. This is the first time in years that I've been able to smile and move my body like this. May I hug you both?
Sure.
And we'd like to ask you for some guidance. How can we get to the sun real fast?
When you're ready to leave, which should be any moment now, Aidan, you're going to put on the crystal spectacles. Then Abby's going to hold your hand. And Aidan, you're going to say these words inside your mind. Crystal spectacles, please take me to the ancient sunwheel as fast as you can.
Okay, that sounds easy. Let's give it a try.
At that moment, Abby took hold of Aidan's hand. Aidan put the crystal spectacles on, and he repeated in his mind the words that the Fisher King had told him to say.
Thank you for everything, Fisher King. You're an awesome dude.
Thank you so much, Mr. Fisher.
As they were fading away, the children waved goodbye to the Fisher King.
Bye.
Be well, my new buddies. I'll see you in a bit. Perhaps it's now a good time to manifest an attempt back into my home.
The children appear at the ancient sunwheel. Even though the children teleporting didn't take a long time, the spectacles brought them to the exact moment that the eclipse was unfolding. All the creatures of the enchanted forest were present. The first ones to approach Aidan and Abby was the Chipperoo family.
It's happening! Come on, come follow me! I had no idea you were the chosen ones.
Aidan and Abby walked towards the sunwheel.
Yep.
It's time to be the chosen ones.
Aidan's spectacles that he was wearing were glowing.
They're glowing.
And there it is, the portal.
Where is it?
It's right beside you to your right.
Abby then takes off the rock key from around her neck.
I think we're supposed to wait until the moon is completely in the center while covering the sun.
It looks like it's almost there.
Well, we have a couple of seconds. Here's the portal.
Aidan uses his hands to show Abby where the portal is. Aidan guides Abby's hands that is holding the rock key towards the portal. The sun was just about covered by the moon, with only the corona showing. So the children did what they were chosen to do.
Looks like it's time, Aidan.
All right, Abby, let's do this.
Abby slowly places the key into the keyhole. And Aidan takes a step back as Abby slowly turns the key. At that moment, a burst of rainbows shoots out from all directions without harming anything. All of a sudden, a loud bang is heard. And then another. And then another. Loud crackles are heard through the sky, and great flashes of light make their way from the sun. The negative energies are released into the universe. The shrinking forest is restored to its original shrinking size. All of the animals that were wounded or ill were now healthy. The chosen ones had succeeded and the forest was shining again. Now the forest could once again start filtering out all negative energies, restoring all to positive love energy. The creatures of the forest send their positive vibrations towards the children in gratitude for their great achievement. Nanu, Kalito, Merlin, and Luna approach the children.
May not show, but I'm glowing inside.
I always knew that the forest had made a good choice with you two guys.
I still don't get how I went to bed and ended up here.
The forest could sense you both have a special glowing light inside that is much brighter than most people's light. So the forest magically pulled your energies through the dimensions, knowing that you were the perfect male and female energy needed to help reset the forest.
At that second, Aidan realized that it had been days since he last rested.
Now that the adventure's over, and we're successful at resetting the forest, I think I could use a nap.
Me too.
Well, when the both of you are ready to leave, all you have to do is hold each other's hands, close your eyes, and repeat the words inside your mind. It's time for us to go home now.
Maybe we should say our goodbyes and go back home. What do you think, Abby?
I think I'm gonna miss everyone here. But yeah, I think it's time to head back home.
Will we ever see you friends again?
Well, that all depends. Do you still have those crystals that the mermaids gave you?
In my pocket.
Anytime you want to see us, just hold your crystal up to the sun and look into it, and you'll be able to see us, and we'll be able to see you.
I love all of you so much. I'm so grateful for this experience.
Me too. This was the greatest adventure of my entire life.
It was the greatest adventure of my life too, even though I didn't really go on much of an adventure, you know. But I'm gonna miss you two. Take care of yourselves, little guys.
I'm so proud of the both of you. You did great today. We'll forever be grateful for what you did for us all.
Peaceful vibrations, chosen ones.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Let's do this, Abby.
Ready when you are.
Children closed their eyes and repeated the words in their minds, "It's time for us to go home now." And they begin fading away. The children fade away into dreamworld. Then they magically reappear fast asleep back inside their homes, inside their beds.